Hey, Ministry Leader, hope you are doing well. Once again, I want to thank you so much for all that you do, especially during this challenging time in our church's history. I know we had staff meeting on Thursday, and as excited as we are to be back together and starting to see faces reappear around here, if you're like us, we also share in a level of frustration, kind of like a gut kick in some ways. We were seeing our greatest level of growth in the history of 321 by percentages from January up until March. I mean, things were really starting to take off, and then March came. And it has been a gradual recovery, but I know for a lot of us, it just kind of feels like all the wind was taken out of our sails. But here's what's amazing. Since we have reopened our doors and allowed people to come back into the church for services, we have seen new faces each and every weekend. Like, I know we tell you all the time, every Sunday is somebody's first Sunday, but it really has been. Sherry is going home every Sunday with Connect cards that she is then following up with. And a lot of them are people who've been watching us online since all of this happened. And they're starting to now come into the church. So I just want to remind you, like we always do on Saturday, before tomorrow morning, every Sunday is somebody's first Sunday. Please keep that in mind. Don't allow us to kind of fall into the rut of it's just another Sunday. Tomorrow will be somebody's first opportunity to walk into 321. And here's the thing, and you know this, you only get one shot at a first impression. That's it. One shot at a first impression, and we have it tomorrow. So especially if you're in guest services, your cafe, you're doing check-in, anywhere where you are frontline for people who are walking in the doors, smiles, excitement, greeting people. If you can get to know their names, that's it. That's important, because hearing your name mentioned is one of the most important things that we can have happen in our lives. Big day tomorrow. We're wrapping up our series, Big Church. And then next week, we're going to begin probably the most controversial series in the history of 321. It's called Talking Points, a Perfect Blend of Politics and Religion. For 3 weeks, we are going to talk about what role does politics play in the life of a Christian? How do we view our politics? And we're not going to tell you who to vote for, because we would never do that. We're going to step back and give a bigger picture on all of this, because if you're like me and many others around here, there's a lot of angst and frustration and anxiety and nervousness leading up to this election that's coming in November. So I'm expecting a week from tomorrow that our numbers may go up simply because of the controversial nature of what it is I'm going to be talking about, and then Andy in week 2, and then back to me in week 3. So tomorrow, every Sunday is somebody's first Sunday. Guest services, Alicia and your team, we have October's memory verse cards that need to go on the seats before every service. We had them last week, but we didn't have the cards last week. They didn't get out until the 12 o'clock service, where the 20 people who come to the 12 o'clock service could pick them up. So Alicia and your team, please have those cards on every seat in our auditorium before every service tomorrow morning. Other than that, again, we're looking forward to a great Sunday, and I again appreciate all you do. So connect with your teams tonight. Tell them how grateful you are for them and what they do, and make sure they hear tomorrow's message, because I think, this is the third time I think I've done this message since we started 321. This message is foundational to who we are and what we want to continue to be as a church. All right, I'm almost hitting the 4-minute mark. I know you've got other things to do this Saturday before tomorrow morning. We love you guys. We're grateful for you. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow morning.